What's up, YouTube? Happy Friday morning. Hope everybody's having a good one so far. I flew back in from Phoenix yesterday and I just can't get with the program today. I'm not feeling it. But hope everybody else is. It's a little muggy and rainy out. I'm just gonna hop straight into this. I posted a video a couple days ago and somebody replied, Angel Louise replied, addiction is not a moral issue. It's not a choice either. Some people with chronic illness should not be off subs. I know you are just trying to help folks, but sometimes it's more than just hard work. Well, Mr. Louise, I like that. Louise. It should be like a Spanish. I'm not knocking Spanish people. My dad's Iranian, so go ahead and I'm just a camel cowboy. But I like that last name, Louise. It should be like on a Spanish radio show. Angel Louise. Anyways, I won't make fun of this cat too much. Anyways, I kind of like that comment because it gives me a challenge, and I love being challenged. I fucking love being challenged. Addiction is not a moral issue. Okay, so if I'll try to break this comment down, addiction is not a moral issue. So what is a moral? When someone has good morals, they have good values, they're a good person, it's not a moral issue. What do you mean by that? I challenge you when you say addiction is not a moral issue. Okay, people... let me back up and I don't want to sound brash and I don't want to sound like I'm being arrogant, but this is going to sound a little brash and a little arrogant, Angel, Mr. Louise. When addiction is not a moral issue, okay. Name somebody, and I've known plenty of heroin addicts over the years. You know, some of them pulled through, some of them didn't. I can't really name a lot of addicts that have morals. So, I mean, I guess I would have to kind of agree with you. It's not a moral issue. I just don't know of a lot of alcoholics, a lot of pillheads who have good morals because they're so far into doing, and I've been down that road, okay? Not to get off topic, I've been that guy, and it's been a long time, damn it, but I got skeletons in my closet, brother. I've went through friends, and I'm not saying this to brag, but this was the old me, and it's still, it's a part of who I am today because I think about it every day because I don't want to be that fucking person ever again. Ever again. There was a time in my life where I would rummage through my mom's medicine cabinet. There was a time when I'd go over to friends' houses and rummage through medicine cabinets to see what they had. And sometimes I would steal. Yeah. Been a long time, but that used to be me. Gosh. My mom had total knee replacement. And I was that jackass who stole half of her prescription one month. So when you say addiction is not a moral issue, I agree it's not a moral issue because most addicts don't have any fucking morals. They don't. And looking back on that, it almost makes me choke up a little bit because now that I've been sober for 2-3 years, looking back on who I used to be makes me strive every single fucking day that I wake up never to be that person again. Set goals. Don't ever, ever, ever No matter what happens, don't ever go back to that old person if you're sober. So addiction is not a moral issue. It's not a choice either. Now, I'm going to fucking argue to the death. It's not a choice. Your parents are cousins, Mr. Louise. 90% of people who wake up on a daily basis are choosing to light that cigarette. Well, 100% of people that are smoking cigarettes choose to light that cigarette. 90% of pillheads, 100% of heroin addicts choose. It's a fucking choice. Alcoholics choose to be alcoholics. Pillheads choose to take pills every day. Heroin addicts choose to stick that needle in their arm every single day. Do not tell me addiction is not a choice either. Some people with chronic illness should not be off subs. Dude, addiction is not a choice. Then what the fuck is it? If addiction is not a choice, you're either really fucking retarded. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. You're either really fucking retarded or you're just commenting on here acting like you know something. Addiction is a choice. You wake up every morning choosing to snort that Roxy. You wake up every morning choosing to light that cigarette on your way to work. You wake up every morning choosing to take that Lortab. Now, granted, some people have, gotten some severe car accidents. Granted, I knew a guy, back in 07 or 08, long time ago, was in a really bad wreck. He was on his bike. I think he got hit from the right side. Some dumbass ran a red light, broke his leg, actually hit the right side of the bike, crushed his right leg. He had a helmet on, thank God, but his head smacked the gravel so hard the helmet was dented, and he was in ICU for a week. He took painkillers, but he pulled through. There's people, I've never known anybody who's been run over by a forklift, but I'm pretty sure somewhere along the line somebody's been run over by a forklift or somebody. Things happen to people. People fall off of roofs, construction workers, and they break their neck or their back. They're given painkillers. It's up to that person to choose whether they want to be on those painkillers for 10 years. I'm sorry, I'm just cut from a different cloth. It is what it is. You choose every single fucking day that you wake up. You choose to do the things in which you do. All of us, we all have choices to make. We all choose whether we're going to read or do a budget we're going to read every day or do a budget for our finances or research online or read books on how to better ourselves. We choose to do those things, or we can choose to browse Instagram and Facebook every day after work for an hour or 2 or 3. Or we can choose to better ourselves, or, I'm tired, I just feel like watching Netflix tonight instead of, helping myself and better my situation. We choose to do the things that we do every single fucking day. So addiction is not a choice. I'm sorry, but I'll argue with anybody because I dealt with addiction for years and I still have things I deal with. I am not perfect by any means. But at some point in every single addict's life, whether it was by a car accident or they had their wisdom teeth pulled out and they just liked the feeling of a Vicodin, we all had a choice. We all had a choice to stick, or not me per se, but I say this because I've known heroin addicts. We have choices. Am I going to stick this needle in my arm or not? Am I going to get help to get off this needle or not? We all have fucking choices. All of us. Every single one of us. That's my rant for the day. I'll make another one soon. Looking forward to the comments. Bring them on, baby. Peace. Have a great day. Set those goals. We're all in this together.